Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. First of all, thank you very much for the great unexpected response that you guys showed on my first video. I was really happy to see the sudden response of you guys. I really didn't expect anything from that video in return, but I'm really very happy that you guys liked that video and it was really helpful for you. So now without any further ado, I think we should get right into the video without wasting any time. So this video is about the organic chemistry reactions. We all know that organic chemistry particularly plays a very important role in any of the competitive exam, like be it JEE or be it NEET. Organic chemistry is really very important, and nomenclature, isomerism, these things are primary things that you guys should know, but the main core things arrive with reactions. Reactions are the thing that you need to know before giving any examination, because direct questions are asked from the reactions, particularly naming reactions like Gabriel Thalamide reaction, Sand-Mears reaction, Williamson synthesis and all. So in this particular video that you can see on the screen, Neha ma'am told about the organic chemistry most important 12 reactions that you need to learn before the exam, which will help you, which are really very important. Even if you learn these reactions, you will be able to do some part of organic chemistry that you will see in exams. So she told the 12 organic chemistry reactions. So I'll tell you about how you can learn any of the organic chemistry reaction that you will ever come across ever. So let's get into the video. In this particular video, I'll be showing you how to put the tricks in 6 reactions. If you guys want a part 2 of this video, you can comment down below and I'll definitely post a part 2 of this video. So my trick is called table tricks. You might have this question in your mind, of course, that why table trick? The table trick not only helps you learn the organic reactions, but helps you visualize the structure of the product and reactant and everything else. Here everything else means condition required, what temperature is required, how much to heat, till which temperature. You often see that on the arrow between the reactant and the product there are some things written like 1, 2, 3, and they are really very important. They are not optional, you should learn them, they are very important. So this trick will help you learn everything. Reactions in this video are Wurtz-Wittig reaction, Kolbe's reaction, Riemer-Tiemann reaction, whatever you guys pronounce it, I pronounce it this way, Williamson synthesis, Gabriel's Thalamide reaction, Hofmann-Bromamide reaction. You know that these reactions are really very important, but due to some reason you can't learn them or whatever, so your problems will be solved in this video. If still you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. So the first reaction that we are learning is Wurtz-Wittig reaction. So we know that this is the reaction. This is haloarine, this is Na, which is sodium, then this is ether. This is what I was talking about, like the condition that you see. If you write all of this reaction and you forget this, it's of no use. You need to remember this. So this particular reaction have 3 reactants, 1 condition and 2 products, which is this one is major product and this one is minor product. You know that. See, this is the trick right here. We need to make 4 rows, 1 with the reactant, 1 with the condition, major and minor product. We already divided into 3 parts, which is reactant, condition and products, but in products also we need to divide it in 2 parts, which is major product and minor product. So this right here is reactant that we wrote, this right here is condition is ether, you know that. Here there is major product, this is the major product of Wurtz-Wittig reaction, which is also called as coupling reaction. So this is the minor product, major product, these ones. So whenever you will see this table, you should make a paper which contains at least 6 to 7 reactions written in a table and paste it on your wall. So you'll see it every day. Whatever you see, you memorize. So this was the trick for the first reaction. So in this way you can write all the reactions. This trick will not only help you learn one reaction, but will make you visualize everything on the page that I told you earlier also. So this is the second reaction, that is Kolbe's reaction. See, now I have added this reaction because it contains 2 steps. Now you might ask me that Boots-Wittig reaction that I explained to you was single step. But what about the reaction with 2 steps? That's why I took this Kolbe's reaction, which is also very important. So in this reaction also we added here reactants, condition, major and no minor product, so it's dash of course. So here also see, you're able to see how nicely if you draw a arrow here, what you will see, a complete reaction. So it's really very helpful for you to learn things. Now whatever is here which is major will act as a reactant here in second step. You need to learn only these two which are very important. That's why I've made a different row for this one. So in this reaction, when phenol reacts with NaOH, it gives us sodium phenoxide, right? And no minor product. Then sodium phenoxide reacts with CO2 and H plus to give us this. Now what is this? This is salicylic acid. Always remember, Kolbe's reaction gives you salicylic acid. If you are confused in Kolbe's reaction and Riemer-Tiemann reaction, which you might be, so I have a trick for that also. So now here we are with Riemer-Tiemann reaction. In this also we have same reactant. See guys how much it will help you to learn this table. Whenever you will see same reactants, you will keep in mind, yes, this and this reaction had same reactants, and it will help you learn. So this reacts with, phenol reacts with this particular two, this is condition of the reaction and this is the product. Now product of Riemer-Tiemann reaction is salicylaldehyde. Now you might be confused that in Kolbe's reaction there is salicylic acid and in Riemer-Tiemann reaction there is salicylaldehyde. So how do we learn this? I have a note for you. Notice a trick to learn the products of Kolbe and Riemer-Tiemann reaction is name of reaction is directly proportional to the product name. This is the trick that I personally used always to learn the product of Kolbe and Riemer-Tiemann reaction. As its name is Kolbe, it's small name, so salicylic acid, small name, small product, salicylic acid. If you compare salicylic acid with salicylaldehyde, it's of course big, it has big name, and Riemer-Tiemann also has a big name. So Riemer-Tiemann reactions product is salicylaldehyde and Kolbe's is salicylic acid. I hope you understood this. Now let's get on to the fourth reaction, which is Williamson synthesis. In the same way that we did all other reactions, these reactions are also the same. Guys, I'm really sorry about this particular thing right here. You'll understand it's the same thing. So I'm not going to explain these both because you already know the thing and the trick that we applied. So I'll leave it right here. This reaction, particularly this reaction, is really very important. In the same way, if you want a second video, you can comment down below. Like I have completed 5 to 6 reactions in this video. Rest of the reactions I'll make a part 2 if you guys want it, and I hope for a great response on this video too. Thank you guys. Thank you very much.